An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Now Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brady going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Fournette, a 1st down carry. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 29, Brady toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance, that's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now a play fake, Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Now this time, Brady will throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Throws quickly. He's got George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run over center with Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, here's Mitchell. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brady. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Throwing now is Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
And he loses the football a second time. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On second down, here's Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Ryan Succop for the point after. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Lance going to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, now Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Lance.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
Down to the 10. Touchdown 49ers. John Ross, 60 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here's Lance.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Lance going to sneak it.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A give here to Mitchell.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
And Lance now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans, 60 yards. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really,